Hello, everyone, and welcome to our commercial for our upcoming East Meets West Creativity Kit. I'm Tracy Langley, and I am the East Coast portion of our team. And this is,
I'm Debbie Danford, and I am the West Coast portion of the East Meets West. Welcome, everybody.
and so we wanted to let you all know we have started planning our next virtual event, which will take place on August 2nd at 10 a.m. Pacific time and 1 p.m. Uh, Eastern Standard Time. And we would love to have you join us. So we picked oh my gosh, I'm going to say the wrong suite, Debbie.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what the suite's called, but
Okay.
I
Oh,
can't
I
remember
have
the
my
suite
catalog.
name.
I had a catalog like right in front of me, and now I've
Yes.
laid it down someplace. Anyway, doesn't matter. So our theme will be what's blooming in August, and we are going to be using I think it's gallery blooms. I want to say that.
So the
Anyway, we'll look
suite
it
is
up.
actually called Beautiful Gallery, just to let you know. And it starts
Just to
on
let you know.
page 52, and it's got like six pages of samples and plus all the stuff that comes with it. So you can see all that in your new annual catalog starting on page 52.
And so just to let you know that our standard class fee for this class will be $57.50, and that will include shipping. And it will also include a half a pack of the beautiful cardstock that Debbie is going to show you. Everything you'll need to make 8 cards or projects with envelopes. And oh my goodness, bling, a pack of bling, a roll of ribbon, all the instructions, and some extra goodies. So you never
Yes.
know.
Yes. So
Uh,
let me go ahead and I'm going to spotlight my hands. Actually, I'm going to spotlight Tracy's hands first, and
oh my
she's going to
gosh.
show you the gallery blooms, and then the beautiful motifs is another bundle that coordinates with it, but you do not have to have both because you can always improvise other stamp sets you might have if you don't want to buy both, but they do coordinate well together. So let me go ahead and spotlight Tracy's
Fabulous.
hands, and she will show you the stamp sets and the dies and the
Yes.
embossing folder that all come with it.
So I'm starting out with the gallery blooms, and it's so pretty. It does have 5 big stamps. They're nice, large stamps. Let's open that. Okay, I have it. Oh, I have used this one. Okay, hang on. Oh, so they're nice, large floral stamps that you could color if you like to color, but you won't have to. Oops, I knew I was going to do that. Okay. So that's the gallery blooms, and then the matching dies are so nice. Here's the matching dies. And I love this frame. I haven't played with it yet, but I'm really excited about
Yes,
it.
the frame is awesome when you die cut with that. So we will definitely probably be,
There, you'll definitely be wanting that.
yes.
And then the other stamp set that coordinates very nicely, but as Debbie said, this is mostly greetings. It does have kind of this cool artsy looking swishy thing, which I always love those. You know, I'll be using that.
Yeah.
And then this little floral. So these are nice as well. And they're all really nice little greetings. And the font is really nice. I'm going to not bump the camera this time. So the swish and the flower are nice large stamps as well. So great for building backgrounds.
Yes, I agree.
And then here are the awesome dies. I love these dies. They
I
are
haven't
just
had a
so,
chance to play with those
so pretty.
dies
Oh, well, you
yet,
can
but
tell. Oh, apparently I didn't get the DSP out of mine when I finished. But yeah, you can tell. See, I have used them. So I think these are really nice and could be used on so many different kinds of projects. You wouldn't be limited to just cards. I think they'd make some really nice nature looking scrapbook pages.
yeah. And some of those dies, if I remember correctly, and I haven't used them yet, I think 3 of them only die cut partial parts of the card when you're using them.
Yeah, these all feel like they cut, but we'll practice with that and see.
Yes.
But they are really nice, and everybody's can't ever have too many leaf dies, right? Okay.
Nope.
And then this is the damask embossing folder. or it's damask design, and it's a standard basic embossing folder, but it's really pretty.
It is.
It's really, really pretty. And so that's all of those goodies. And of course, you can add those on to your kit uh, pricing.
Yes. And then I'm going to go ahead and show you the rest of the goodies you will get included. So in your kit, you're going to get a half a pack of, oh, what's the name of this designer series paper? Beautiful,
I have it. I just had it in front of me.
beautiful gallery.
Beautiful gallery.
And you'll get a half pack. This is a quarter pack laying here just so I could show you all the beautiful scenery and then the backgrounds on these. They are just, and
Gorgeous.
yeah, they are. And Tracy and I first saw these. They demoed them at On Stage back in March. And at first I was like, oh, I was referring to it as the old
I was
lady.
going to say, yes, I was going to say, what she actually said was, oh my gosh, that looks like something a picture in somebody's grandmother's house.
Yes, that is what I said. It reminds me of my grandma. But of course, just like most of these products, we all see something the first time and then we're like, eh. And then eventually you get it because you see other designs or you get a chance to really look at it again too. Sometimes that's what it takes. But the patterns are, I feel like they're very versatile on how you can use a lot of these. Just because you have a lot of sceneries here does not mean that's what you have to use it for. There's lots of other things you can do with a lot of these. So I love the paper. I mean, I think it's a little different as far as the scenery versions that we've seen recently. And maybe it's the color combination now because like we've had the thoughtful journey paper and a couple others, and they were always bright, vibrant colors. These are a little bit more neutral tone colors.
And I like
So
Debbie that it's although it does have it is a floral set, there are masculine looking DSP pieces in this one.
yes, I agree with that too. Yeah, there's a lot of these that you could definitely easily turn into a masculine looking card, like Tracy said. So you'll get a half a pack of that. You'll get a roll of the basic beige ribbon, and this ribbon is really nice. I haven't tried deconstructing with it yet, like Tracy and I usually like to do, but I think it'll work pretty good. But it's easy to, tie bows and that kind of stuff. So it's really nice ribbon. And then you'll get a pack of bling, and this one is called the Adhesive Back Texture Dots. And there's two sizes on here. As you can see, well, I'd like to say I used all these on cards, but really what happened is I dropped them and they scattered all over my floor because I had it open like this and it was full. Do I have the right bling here?
I can't tell.
Actually,
Yeah,
this is the wrong one because
that's the right one.
we have two packs. I apologize for that. Um, Here they are. Well, I kept having
Okay. I was like,
they're
I'm sure that that's the right ones.
yeah, okay. So the bling you're getting, and as you can see, here's the ones that scattered all over. They're called pressed flower motifs. That makes more sense because it coordinates with the rest of the names. They are very similar to the other ones I just had out. Again, two sizes, but these are the ones that when I dropped them, they just scattered all over my floor. And, um, once they hit the floor, there's dog hair and dust. And so a lot of them just kind of went to the garbage, but they are really nice. Now, one thing we always like to say is we are showing you what's going to be included, but sometimes if something goes unavailable, um, we may have to substitute. So we always just like to say that it's based on what's available when we go to do the ordering, but I don't necessarily foresee that these will
Yeah, I don't think it'll be a
sell
problem.
out. And like usually our worry is always the ribbon and the bling. And the ribbon, there's another basic beige ribbon we could substitute if we had to. And as you just saw, there's another bling we could substitute if
There
we
you
had
go.
to.
And then, all right, Debbie, do you want to show them a couple of samples or do
I
you want to show them the
will.
bonus classes first?
No, let's go ahead and I'll show some samples and then I'll show the bonus classes. So I haven't played with this stuff as much as I would have liked because, I have other classes and stuff going on too. But I did get a couple samples made. Now this is with one of the pieces of the designer series paper, and basically I cut it in half and then just did a flip flop with the
I
design
like,
on.
I love that one.
And then I used the damask, right? Is that how I'm saying it
I
correctly,
think,
right?
yes,
Embossing folder, and just cut some of the accent leaves in there and one of the greetings from the beautiful motif. So there's that one. This one is basic stamping. I used the new Secret C, and then I have the cloud cover layers here. And again, I used the embossing folder back here. And then here's a little bit stepped up version of that card where I die cut this image and then I die cut one out of the center of this secret sea color and then just kind of accented it around. I used a blender pen to just color the flower with cloud cover. And then this is that flowered like background stamp that Tracy was talking about. So I kind of put that in the background of that one.
I like that
So
one.
there's those two. And then here's this one. And this is, of course, with the new in color strawberry slush. And I just
My fave.
randomly stamped this one. And then I had taken the die cut and I die cut, like here's my little sample I used just to show you. I die cut the shape out and then I kind of just used it as a mask and just moved it around and did some blending on here, or not blending. Well, yeah, it was blending, but it was with a brush, one of the our blender brushes. And then just added strawberry slush and old olive on there. Just a different effect instead of like coloring with our blender pens or the Stampin' Right markers
I
or
like that one.
Stampin' Blends. It was just a little different. And then this one I made actually quite a while ago when I was for my team meeting, we did this as a make and take. It's called a slant cut card. And I had pulled out one of the pieces of designer series paper. So just very simple, but a cute layout
I
and
love
was
that layout.
easy. Yeah, easy to make. So there's that.
Um, and we do want to say that the cards that we're showing may or may not make the cut. We typically make double what we each usually make 8 cards. So some of these might make the cut and some of them might not.
That is true. Um, our bonus classes. Tracy is doing the artistic leaves, which is this one here.
And
Um,
Tracy's order hasn't made it in. So
which is fine. Now, these are coming out when you see our ad post tomorrow, you'll see a picture of both of these on there because these are in pre-order for us as demonstrators and they go live on July 3rd or 4th. No, it wouldn't be the 4th. It might not even be till 5th or 6th, actually. I'm not even exactly sure what day the new online exclusive stuff goes live, but it goes live to everybody. But it'll be the first week in July. So she picked the artistic leaves. Her class will include um, the supplies for 4 projects and the PDF and the stamp set for 27.50. Now, if you have this stamp set already, but you still want to take the class, you can still do that. Just let us know what you want to substitute of equal value. And if it is more, we just bill you for the difference. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to playing with
yeah,
the
it's going to be
set
fun.
too and seeing what Tracy comes up with because there's some great leaves here and you got a little splatter. I love it when they include these in stamp sets because they are versatile for everything. I mean,
Yeah,
and there's some great greetings here.
love it.
And my bonus class, I'm using the prairie grass, which also is coming out in July online exclusive stuff. My class is 35. This one was a little more, but it comes with three different grass scenes here and then several um, words there included with it. And both of the, let's see, this one is red rubber, and then this one is photopolymer, just so you know the difference there. And that's part of the cost difference too, I think.
Yeah.
And then I had time to play with one sample on this one. So I did as when I had this little mask out, see, I colored this like basically the sun is what you would want that to be with um, orange. I don't know what orange and yellow I used at the time because I didn't write them down. I was just playing. Anyway, then I went and added some Highland Heather and some gorgeous grape to the sky here and some lemon lolly down here on the bottom. And then I just stamped that one grass. Now this grass piece here is actually quite large when you
It is.
hold it on a piece of paper. It really fits the whole thing. So you kind of have to decide when you're stamping if you want more of this part here or if you want to include the bottom, because then you're going to still cut off part of the top. So this one is quite large. I didn't realize it until I went to stamp with it. And I was like, oh, okay. You really, unless you're making a long, narrow card, you can't, you're barely getting it in the whole thing in.
Yeah,
So
but I love that.
but I like it. Yeah, yeah. I have some other ideas of what I'm going to do with some of these other ones too. Probably we'll be doing a lot of ink blending with this one just because that's kind of where my ideas are going right now, but we'll see.
You never know.
Yeah.
Do you want me to
Okay.
show my samples?
Yes. So now I'm going to go ahead and spotlight Tracy's hands again, and then she's going to
Push
show
out of the
you
way.
samples that she's made.
Okay. So again, we may or may not make these, but we want to show you that we do have lots of good ideas. So this one, and again, I don't have the right embellishments. I actually, this was part of a mystery stamping that I did with my team. So
I
that one's
love it.
kind of
Yeah.
fun. I love that one. Just a lot of cutting. And then this one, I don't remember which demo it was. I went to a shoebox swap at a fellow demos back in May, and this was one of the shoebox swap cards. But I love this layout. I love how we used the
Yeah, I
paper
like
clips.
that too.
And again, you don't have to color these. I love that the flower looks so nice, not colored in if you don't
Yeah.
like to color. Because let's be honest, I don't really enjoy color. I'm getting better at it. And then this was also one of my customers saw a, something online, and so it was inspired by her. And I don't remember who the demonstrator was. Anyway, but I did use the embossing folder, and I did cut out, I used the one of the dies to cut out the DSP and then raise it up.
I like
So
it.
I like it. And I love these, oh my gosh, what are those dies, Debbie? Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Textured
that,
notes, textured
yeah.
notes, which is what we just used for our previous
Yes.
class.
Yes, I
And
love those
so
dice too.
I think they're a nice fit with this set. So that's all of that. Do we have anything else that we need to show?
I don't think so. We've shown everything that goes with it and what samples we have so far. Again, they may or may not make it into the cut. We never know until we get to our project pick day. And sometimes when we start out with like there's a couple that I showed you that I really like, but when I make some more, I might like something
It
better.
always happens. You
It
either love
does.
the first one almost always makes it in that you make, but not always.
Yes.
Um, so
So
the other thing,
tomorrow our registration, well, actually, yeah, we're posting our video today, but tomorrow our
yeah,
registration will start. And yeah, we would love to have you join us for our next East Meets West class on August 2nd. One thing we didn't mention, because if you've been to our classes before, we have switched it up a little bit. We don't go live on Facebook anymore. We do it strictly on Zoom and we record it and then we post it on the private Facebook group.
was a little
And this next time, we are opening up the private Facebook group a little bit earlier than what we normally do, just so we can post some things out there like colors and maybe extra things that we might be using so that everybody has time to get other supplies if they don't have them.
So yeah, that the Facebook group, I think we're going to start around July 7th, which should
Yes.
give everybody plenty of time to order anything that you don't have. The other thing I've made my list, Debbie, because I told you we would forget something. If you bring someone new, invite somebody new who hasn't attended one of our events, you and that person will get an extra goodie an extra project or something. We haven't decided exactly what that's going to be yet, but you will get an extra goodie in your package,
Yes,
in
yes,
your kit.
will. And we would love to have you invite new people.
Yes.
We always love it when we have new people showing up. I don't think there's anything else that we missed. Again, it's 5750 and registration will start tomorrow. And yeah.
When's the last day to register, Debbie?
Oh, Tracy, you put me on the spot.
I know, because
Um,
you had everything written down, and I think
it's
I is it
July.
July 7th?
Um, I know it's cut. We have a quick turnaround this time. No, I'm going to tell you just a second. Well, maybe I'll tell you.
We'll
Well,
post it.
yeah, it'll, I think the beginning of July is our last day to register, but oh, July 7th will be our last post, and then our last day to register is July 10th. So right
So
there. Yeah, July 10th will be
registration
the
starts
last day.
tomorrow and ends July 10th. So we would
Yes.
love to have you join us. And look for the links on our Facebook pages tomorrow.
Yes, or by the if you're on either one of our email lists, we will have them out there also. But
Yes,
all right.
absolutely.
Thank you so much for watching. And again, please feel free to share this and share it with everybody you know.
We love it.
Yes. Bye, guys.
All right, bye.